Alright, welcome back to the league race, this time with FTRL for round number...
Hello.
What was this?
It's
10?
very overcast.
I can't even remember at this stage,
Oh, no.
but... Yeah, this race happened a while ago. I was waiting for the standings to come out, so now they're finally here. Going to release this now. So,
Done low.
yeah, this happened a few weeks ago, and to do Brazil is the track we are at today. So, loading up the setup. Standard stuff, really. Thank you, Matt. And
Let's see.
yeah,
Really, I don't know.
basically we'll go from there. So dry qualifying, dry race, thankfully. So I think I can't remember if I changed it to 3-7 wing for qualifying, but anyways, come the end, and well, the end of the session really, and 60 or 6-9. I was actually really struggling to find some decent pace here beforehand, but I finally got going beforehand and pumped in a 106.7, which is better than I thought I was going to do on the day itself. Sadly, it was good enough for 12th place.
Well, good luck,
So,
lads. I'm gonna be
yeah,
multi-millions.
it's
Yeah.
pretty tight around here, so yeah, it's one of those things. But I'd rather be in 12th than where Sway is, for example, in 9th. So,
My team.
you know, you kind of just, you know, you accept a decent spot outside the top 10, and we shall move on.
That's like
For the race,
Underrated.
going to go softs to
who he is. He's
mediums, of course. Stretches out to lap 14, 15, and then
3-7 wing.
could go to the end on medium tyres. So, ideally, retrospectively, I should have gone lap 15. But, yeah, we'll get to this later. I actually couldn't change the tyres to mediums there, but I did choose, obviously, mediums, because
Who's that? Who's that? Renault
it is
lady?
the way.
On
Probably.
Anyways.
me,
Yeah.
on
Oh
fucking
boy,
hard.
here we go. It is overcast, but it is going to be dry. So anyways, here we go then. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. To good start because Chris is on hard, so we're going to get the jump there. Massive amount of oversteer there, so Dylan flies through. Adam goes there as well. Chris is on the outside. Matt, I think, has had an accident somewhere as well.
Oh God.
Actually didn't even see Matt go off. Did not even see that Williams go off. We're side by side with Darkbolt here, and in the slipstream of Sway, and I was like, please keep moving.
I'm going flat.
Because I've got a car on my inside. I get squeezed a little bit here by Bolt. Got a warning for that. But yeah,
you do?
we're in P10 on softs. Not too shabby. Can't complain with that. Adam just behind, and then Joe just behind that. So a few incidents here and there, but anyways, yeah, not a bad first lap nevertheless. So yeah, just trying to settle in at this stage. Anyways, we will carry on. I thought initially I was going to leave this out, but we're going to stick with this for the time being. And yeah, basically as we head down the hill, you see Bolt. We're going to try and get Bolt here soon enough, and he makes a little mistake coming out of Jun Sao, so loses the back end, and we can get by. So yeah, happy days indeed. And we move up into P9 then. So yeah, quick defense because Bolt will try and come back, but we hold that into turn 1, and yeah, we're in P9 as a result. So kicking on then in this race, we're actually able to we're eventually able to grab a bit of a lead on Bolt, to be fair. I was worried that he was going to use all that energy to try and get past me again, but thankfully he didn't. So I'm a little bit behind Sway, so I have to try and catch within his DRS quickly before I lap, before the end of this lap basically. But Ox has an issue there. I think he lost the back end somewhere, so I go through, and that is another place. So we're moving up to 8th, so we're in 8th place after 2 laps from P12, so pretty good start, all things considered. So yeah, moving on then to lap number 5. I've just within DRS then to Sway, not quite this lap. Adams got by Bolt, is just getting by Bolt. They're fighting each other, so which means I'm able to pull a bit of a gap. They're out of DRS, so I'm in this nice little spot where I can use a bit of DRS from Sway in front when I get back into it, and yeah, can help pull me along. And basically we kind of just run our own little race here, but the two of us, because Lynx pulls away from him. And see what I mean? Like lap number 9, I'm 2.7 ahead of Adam, and myself and Sway are about 3 seconds behind Khan. So we're in this nice little area we can just pull each other along. We're not falling into the clutches. We're not catching really either, but we're not falling into the clutches either. So excuse me. So yeah, this is a nice little phase of the race for us. So lap 13. Tyres are beginning to doff just a bit now. Adam back into 1.8 and Wesker close behind him. So Sway pulls into the pits this lap. I'm going to go for one more lap at least, because I was conscious that Adam was getting closer to the DRS, and I was like, yeah, I don't really want this to happen. So Lap 14, again, retrospectively, I wish I may have gone lap 16, or 15 rather, but anyways, here we come. Tie wear, you can see there wasn't too bad, all things considered, but yeah, mediums and then to the end. And we will emerge, coming out of the pits, again, careful for the barrier here. It would be terrible if you were to hit into it. I'm kind of just behind Sway here, so yeah. And his DRS too, so happy days. Nice little gap to the guys behind. So basically, you just took it into our own little race here, basically, as a camera tires from the session in the pit. So yeah, happy days. It's we're in a good position here. Plenty of people to pit in front, and we'll go from there. Lap 18. Chris here is on hards, of course, if we stop beforehand, and he is yet to stop. Honestly, like, if you're going to pit from hards to softs, you should really pit lap 20, I'd say, lap 21, because otherwise you're not maximizing the effective time out of those softs, because they will go, especially at this phase of the race as well. So you can go a lap or two earlier. So yeah, we're in the DRS, but anyway, Sway gets by here. This is really what kind of separated me and Sway here at the end, because I couldn't get by. Like, once I got within DRS of Chris, I could not get by. His hards were still going, and I just wasn't quick enough to actually close and pass. And he's got DRS on Sway in front as well. That makes it that much tougher. So yeah, it was when Sway broke DRS on Chris is when things became a little bit more tricky. So yeah, that's where things kind of shifted a bit. But initially, I couldn't do it. Anyways, moving on to lap number 22. Again, at this stage, I really think he should be pitting, but it does eventually then come into the pits. No, he doesn't. I thought he was. Again, a bit of a miss. Again, you're not maximizing the potential of the soft compound tire. But yeah, I'm just stuck now at this stage. And Sway is just, again, he's out of DRS once I make the move on Chris, and I can't even make the move. So yeah, this is not great, because Wesker's now behind on hards on 4 seconds and Adam's on softs. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit complicated potentially. Lap 23, he does eventually come in, but you can see the time I lost that lap. I'm 2.4 seconds behind Sway. So we're basically together the entire race, and now, that's the separation. He's got a penalty now, and now that I'm not within DRS, he's going to continue to get that separation. So, but we'll try and move on. Move on to lap number 29. So Dylan retired from the race, and we're in 6th place. Like, after VSC is deployed, we're in 6th place after people pitches and all that kind of thing. And again, when Wesker's 4.5 seconds behind, Joe just behind that. So we've settled into a very nice area this race here, where everyone's just kind of pitted, and we're just in this area where we're actually running really high without having a benefit of an actual full-on safety car. So this is really interesting. So anyway, safety car ends, and I did gain a little bit of time on Wesker, who was beginning to gain on me slightly now, because his hards are just switching a bit better than my mediums were at this phase of the race. So I still think it's worth it to do the mediums if you can, but yeah, he is going to be coming at me, and he's got Joe just behind him as well. Lap 34, this is where in a very interesting phase of the race starts. So Sway's got a second time penalty, and now he's not going to be able to break 1.5 seconds in 2 laps. Wesker's 1.5 seconds behind, Joe just behind him. Joe can't get by Wesker, so I was very worried about Wesker, because my tyres were going off. My only crumb of solace was that I did have the DRS gap, so you can see the turn in, I'm struggling. So in front, there has been a puncture. Tico suffered a puncture in front on lap 35, so he pitted a bit. I think he pitted lap 12, lap 11 and lap 12. So yeah, so there's a position we're gaining in front right here. So yeah, just making our way carefully through again. You see Wesker closing the gap all the time. Joe is stuck there, so it's going to have to be me to defend this. There goes again, some of the guys passing Tico. He did end up coming to the pits, Tico, but he spins the last corner as well and hits the Ferrari, as you see the big wing flying there. But anyways, we're going to catch him at just the right spot, because he's going to peel into the pits and we just go by. So moving on to the last lap then. All of a sudden P4 is up for grabs here, because Sway's again into the 6 second range. So yeah, last 4th place is definitely up for grabs here. But I was already very happy with how this race unfolded, because it just, pace was there, and I didn't have to rely on the safety car. Like, people fell around, yes, but you got to pick up the pieces. So anyways, we're going to carry on. I'm going to stay on board for this last lap, because well, more shenanigans happen. But Wesker is within DRS now, thinking, okay, I just need to get a good run off that last corner, and then we should have enough of a gap. But now Kevin gets a puncture in front. So Kevin's got himself a puncture as well. So and he's got penalties as well. So all of a sudden, third place could be up for grabs here. But I'm just so intensely focusing on Wesker behind because I know he's not got a penalty. I'm conscious of what's happening in front, but I'm just so focused just getting this to the end. Dutch Tricks wins the race. Last corner exit is key. I get the run out, a bit of a wobble on the back end. I look behind like Wesker, oh no, he's going to get me, isn't he? But DRS from Kevin at just the right moment. Absolutely perfect time. We're going to stay behind him. And we're going to move into third place. It is a podium. A fantastic result. Oh, I was absolutely delighted to get that. I didn't expect that at all because it was just pure pace. Yes, a few punctures, yes, a few incidents, but it got big up the pieces. And, felt so good to get that one. Felt so good. I'm not sure if DRS from Kevin may have saved me from Wesker. It would have been very tight. I had DRS to sprint to the line. I don't know. Maybe he would have got me. One more lap, he definitely would have had me. But, yeah, very fun nevertheless. So, a very sweaty result for sure. Another poor Mash's fastest lap is robbed of right at the end. So, and then poor old Mash then comes back to finish in P15. So, honestly, absolutely delighted with that. What a fantastic result. Second podium of the season. Didn't expect to get one of those again after Silverstone. So, and somehow Wesker gets drive for a day. Although he did start behind, to be fair. So, yeah, a good race to kind of keep it clean and pick up the pieces because a lot of people fell apart around and the penalties are late on. Or the punctures late on obviously really helped quite a bit. So, yeah, we're going to actually leave this podium celebration on because, yeah, look at that. There I am. So, not that third place gets much screen time, but hey, whatever. It's one of those things. But yeah, honestly, that was a fantastic result. Really happy with that. Drove really well. And start was key. First phase was key because staying within sway was big in that first stint. So yeah, worked out really nicely. But whew. Against Brazil is kind of a quick one, a sweaty one. But very fun nevertheless. It might be my favourite track in the game. To be fair, it wasn't always that way, but yeah. Just feeling good about this. So here's the final results. You'll see them now in just a sec. There you go. 15 seconds behind the race winner on without safety cars. So yeah, really happy. Oh, is it 18 seconds? It's 18 seconds. Whatever it is, it's less than 20 seconds on without a safety car. So off the win. So look, can't really complain with that in FTRL. So they're the lap times at the end there. They were fine. Dropped off quite a large amount at the end because I'd say I went one lap too early onto medias, but oh well, it worked out in the end. Just here are the standings, which I was long awaiting for. Actually in 7th place here on the 128, so I'm very far in front of Tom now. So I should be at least finishing P7 at the worst. But there's Lynx, there's Sway, potentially up for grabs as well, and Adam not too far up the road either. So you never know. 5 races to go. You never quite know what might happen. Hopefully, we can move up. Some good tracks I really like coming up, like Singapore and Canada and Italy and Japan and Mexico, to be fair. I'm really liking the end of this season. The start of it was pretty rough, but yeah, looking forward to the end of this season as well. So, lots of penalties up for grabs. Italy's a good track for me. Japan's a good track for me. Singapore, not so much, but I do enjoy it, even though the pace may not be as there compared to other years. But yeah, and Mexico penalties as well. So yeah, happy that there's opportunities in front for a strong finish. So looking at the constructors, you see Renault are at the top. We're actually at the top is Renault, 229 points. It's very close between Alpha Tauri there in second, Mercedes in third, and Haas not too far away from that either. So Renault actually on top. So yeah, I don't know if we can hold that with 5 races to go with the likes of Cam and Tico and such, but really happy with how that's going. It was a strong pairing to begin with. Points have been coming in. I've been having a good season, and yeah, really happy with that. So yeah, that's going to do it for round number 9, 10, whatever it is at this stage. Thanks very much for watching, and until next time.